You
got a
don't
good
need
show.
background. You don't need background music tonight, Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do any unless until you're done. I may do a little bit in the meantime until we get you started. So, hey everybody, thanks for joining. Come on in. If everything is working properly, we are live in Facebook and on YouTube.
Awesome.
I don't trust that that's true, but we should be. So
Maybe
come on
somebody can
in.
check that out for us.
Yeah, if one of our friends that comes on the show every Tuesday could check out the Disney Nerds podcast on YouTube. So again, welcome everybody to the Disney Nerds podcast Tuesday night live show. This is Jimmy. I've got Lisa with me live from the Magic Kingdom. We're going to be trying to live stream you Happily Ever After, at least the fireworks portion from Liberty Square over in Magic Kingdom. So looking forward to that. Hello, Bill. Thanks for joining, buddy. Bill's the first commenter of the night.
That's good because I can't see the comments at all.
Well, that's interesting. So this is the first time Lisa's gone live from the phone. This is the first time we've tried the phone with the new program we have. It is a little bit grainy, like when Lisa moves quickly, but that's okay. She promises not to move. Quit drinking. Hey, Brandon, how's it going? Margie, thanks for joining. Come on in. If you could do us a favor and please share the show. I'm going to be doing the same here. Usually Lisa's the sharer, but since she's here on since she's here via on her cell phone, so it's going to be tough for her to share. Hey, Kathy and Adi. Hello, Sandra. No, Bill, you do not get a prize. However, if you are ever in Epcot with me, I will get you a limoncello.
Yeah, he's not going to take that prize, which I like the fact that we know that we can give it to him every time.
Right, exactly. Brandon, Kathy, and Adi say hello. So again, please share the show. If one of you guys could check the Disney Nerds podcast YouTube channel and see if we're live there as well. I haven't seen any comments from YouTube, but we may not be live there. So I'm going to be sharing the show as we speak here. So if you guys could do the same just for the next couple minutes, we are going to be live streaming the fireworks, the Happily Ever After fireworks, just the fireworks, not the projection, because she's in Liberty Square. Those start at 9:15 Walt Disney World time. So be patient with us. That's coming. Also, Morgan's going to be joining us in a little while. She worked right up till 9 o'clock. So as soon as she's done with work, she'll be popping in here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dreamers of all ages. In just 10 minutes, the Magic Kingdom invites you to enjoy our nighttime spectacular Happily Ever After, presented by Pandora Jewelry. Our journey begins in just 10 minutes. Thank you.
Damas y caballeros, niños y niñas, soñadores de todas las edades, dentro de 10 minutos, Magic Kingdom te invita a disfrutar nuestro espectáculo Happily Ever After, presentado por Pandora Jewelry.
Yes, Stacy, the villain after hours party is new. This is not what she's at tonight. I was at that. We're going to talk about that tonight. I was there last Thursday night, but it is a new show. So we will talk more about that later. It's a fantastic event. It's going to just go for a couple months throughout the summer.
So we've talked about this before on this show, about what what Main Street and in front of the castle is like during Happily Ever After, and how crazy it can get. And if you're okay with giving up the projections, the place I'm going to bring you to tonight for the fireworks is right in front of the Hall of Presidents and the Liberty Bell, where there's a brick wall where the tree is with the 13 lanterns, and nobody is back here. Like, very seldom are there people back here. Right now, everybody, because we just got the 10-minute warning, everybody is heading towards the front of the castle.
Hey, Courtney, how are you? Glad you made it safely.
Hey, Courtney.
We are not live on YouTube.
Thanks for checking, Kim.
There is a note on Restream about them having issues with YouTube, and they were saying it's kind of a them problem that they're working to fix it.
Congratulations, Victoria.
All right, good job, Victoria. Glad to hear that. Oh, see, Autumn's commenting now that YouTube Live is just down altogether. So
Awesome. Thanks for that info. That's
appreciate
good.
the info. There was like a little note on Restream about it, but I don't know. It still shows us online, which is interesting. Yeah, I got you, Autumn. Thank you so much for that information. We may never go live on YouTube. Seems like every time we try, it's an issue. Hey, there's a park map. Hello, Morgan.
Hey guys, how's it going?
How are you?
I'm good.
You got a really weird glitchy problem going on.
Okay, let me drop out and try to reset my camera.
Go ahead.
That happened to her a little while ago.
We'll get her back, and it's Bill said it's Blinky Morgan. I slept about Kathy. I slept about all day yesterday. I was exhausted. What's up, Bradley Crawford?
Hey, Bradley.
While we're oh, Bradley, that's awesome. Lisa's over in Liberty Square. You should stop by and say hello. You just got off a Pirates,
Yeah.
Lisa. That's awesome.
I almost got on Pirates.
Stacy, you'll be there before you know it.
We're at the 5-minute mark, Jimmy. I'm gonna step down.
I'm gonna drop.
You wanna
Okay,
drop
that's
me
fine.
down?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop you down, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through some of the pictures on my trip with them, and then we'll hop back and get you back.
Presented by Pandora Jewelry.
All right, guys. So now you got me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and kind of walk you through some of the pictures. Bear with me because it's a little cumbersome to do, but let's see. Share screen, entire screen, share. That's gonna look crazy for a second. All right, here you go. So this was when I just got there on, let me make sure I go the right way. Yep. This is when I just got there Saturday morning. This was pretty funny. I went into Magic Kingdom And I guess that Peter Pan cannot cross over from Fantasyland. Yeah, I tried that, Chris, but it wouldn't pick up my photos folder as a app or whatever. I don't know why. It's not in a tab. It's a program on the computer. So apparently Peter Pan can't cross into. So I was in Memento Mori, and Peter Pan was standing outside, but in Fantasyland, acting like a ghost. And then it they peeked out and they gave him a sticker, which was pretty cool. It was pretty funny. I was trying to get a video and did not do a good job of that. And then he was watching the ducks. They had 2 ducks that were fighting right there. So he was watching. This thing is so slow. He was watching the ducks. Oh, because it's a video. That's why.
He was like, yeah, I'm gonna fight.
Let's head on the green bill.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Let's head on the grass.
They're nice. They're just having a bath.
Hey, Rachel. So that was pretty cool. Then that day I ended up getting a last-minute reservation. Hey, Rachel, how's it going? I ended up getting a last-minute reservation at Be Our Guest. So I went by myself to be our guest. One of the interesting things is I took a picture of the menu because the menus are always changing, and the pork is gone. So I thought that was interesting that the pork was gone from the menu. I got the French dip sandwich, which I thought was fantastic. That's a picture of the French dip sandwich with the pommes frites. Trying to take some pictures on Pirates, not easy to do, especially with a phone. They come out okay sometimes in the dark, but it's not easy to take. End up blurry because you're moving so much. So I'm just gonna flip through these. That one came out okay. Lisa, I don't know if you saw Bradley's comment, but he's on his way towards you. Me and old Walt. That is fancy for French fries. You're right. So one of the good things about being by yourself is that you can walk in someplace like Hall of Presidents and kind of work your way up to the front, and nobody asks you anything because you're by yourself. So they think you're just trying to meet up with your family. And I didn't go all the way up to the front, but I kind of wiggled my way a little bit toward the front to get a decent seat in Hall of Presidents. And I did. This is about, I went straight to Magic Kingdom. I flew and went straight to Magic Kingdom. So this is about how I felt. All right, give me just 1 second. We're going to stop the screen share for just a second. We're almost time to add Lisa back. So I'm going to add Lisa back. Hello, Lisa. Can you hear me? I had Morgan back. I had Morgan and hey, Morgan.
Hey guys.
Fireworks are about to start and Lisa's there. So I'm going to just put her to solo, but I just wanted to acknowledge it before I did that. I'll be back because we'll be back after the fireworks. So enjoy the fireworks.
Enjoy.
Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us. And when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic within. Ready to begin, let the wonder take hold. If you draw you in, what's the moment unfold? I can feel that we're meant to follow, setting out for a new song. Every step we
There's magic in the air tonight, and anything will happen. Your destiny lies within you. You just have to be brave enough to see it. And then you join me in I'm taking the trail I track. I'm taking no feedback. I know that I cannot go where I'm wrong to be. See the light that shines in the sea. It's blinding. Not one love. I'll keep it close. And it seems like it's coming to me, so come find me. And let me know what we are.
Having a best friend by your side opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
That's what
Friends
are.
Some people are worth melting for.
She's already talking about winning more. We haven't got there yet. We got it.
What, did you buy straight?
We bought the first one straight. The second one was private.
Now, Louis University
This one we talked about.
rare beauty in the wall.
We talked about it. Hey, y'all already got it. Don't go buy
Look inside yourself. You are that what you have become. Remember who you are.
I have often dreamed of a far place where the heroes would be waiting for me.
Where the crowds would cheer when they see my face.
And the voice keeps saying, this is what I'm meant to be.
And so our journey comes to an end, but yours continues on. Grab hold of your dreams and make them come true. For you are the key to unlocking your own magic. Now go Let your dreams guide you. Reach out and find your happily ever after.
The battles, the story, the losses, and all the glory were changed by the way we live every day. Just look up and reach to the sky. We all have the courage to fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dreamers of all ages, thank you for joining us this evening for our nighttime spectacular, Happily Ever After, presented by Pandora Jewelry. Please enjoy the rest at Magic Kingdom as you continue your journey toward your Happily Ever After.
Fantastic, Lisa.
All right. Well, I hope
It was
everybody
incredible.
enjoyed that. I am
It's
going
great.
to sign off for now and comment and watch the show separately. Thanks, guys, for letting me join you. Have a great night. I will see you guys later.
Bye,
All right,
Lisa.
thank you so much. Have a good night. That was a interesting view.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched Happily Ever After from behind the castle yet, so that was definitely cool to see it. I've seen photos of it, but it was cool to see it.
Kim, you would see the YouTube video of the show on YouTube.
Here, I'll post the link.
There are some very good quality videos of Happily Ever After on YouTube. So I think Lisa's going to hang out in the live stream and kind of chat, but not on. We are not currently live on YouTube. I thought we would be, but there's as Autumn told us, there's actually an issue with YouTube Live right now. Nobody can go live on YouTube.
So maybe next week.
Maybe next week. Seems like never. Every time we try. Yeah, it's down, Kim. That's why. Share. I did want to do this. It's gonna get
It's like a Hall of Mirrors.
yeah. So that is me and Bradley Crawford, who met up with us, who met up with me and a couple of the friends I was with over in Mexico on Saturday. So if you ever
Having
see,
some cervezas.
I think he just went and meet up with Lisa too, because he's there for like 2 weeks. But he's normally with us on the Tuesday night live stream. He comes and visits a lot here. So it's nice to see some of you guys in person when we can.
Yeah, we definitely like seeing you guys when we're in the park. So when we're in the parks, don't hesitate to stop and say hi to us.
Absolutely. So some other pictures I wanted to show. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about the Villains after party.
The amazing trip that you had, getting to do all the fun stuff.
It was a lot of fun. It It really was. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun.
Hey Kim, how's it going?
So while there, I guess we could just do a little slideshow, huh, Morgan?
You could do a slideshow. We can be like the kids, and you're giving us a slideshow of your trip.
All right, let's do that. Let me find the right one to start. Oh, this one. Kim will love this one. All right. Because this is something I had to send to her. I'm not gonna be able to see comments while I'm doing it, so if you could just.
I will keep track of the comments.
I can see them on my phone. All right, so screen share screen, entire screen. Gonna get a little bloop, 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 bloop. All right, and then we'll. All right, can you see that?
Oh, that is awesome.
So that's the new Aladdin, Dooney and Burke that came out. I took a picture of it to send to Kim.
And which one did you pick up for Kim?
I did not pick up any of them. She'll have to wait until, if she's lucky, one of them will make it to the outlet, and then maybe she will get one.
I don't know if that's making it to the outlet, though.
Until that happens, it's probably not going to happen because they're super expensive. This is my room. So I stayed at the Wyndham Garden Inn and Disney Springs. And this is one of the newly refurbished rooms. Katie, if you haven't been since you're 10, you definitely need to make a trip.
Oh, yeah.
If you want something that is off-site, but really kind of on-site, I highly recommend the Wyndham Garden Inn in Disney Springs. So I'm going to go through a few shots of that room.
And if you guys are not familiar where the Wyndham is if you are driving towards Disney Springs on that road with all the hotels, they're the last one on the right-hand side. So literally you just have to walk over to the bridge and you're on Disney Springs property.
Yep. Little Sky Bridge drops you right in the middle of Disney Springs. It's right across the street from the Hilton. And actually the Hilton, you have to take the Sky Bridge across the side street and then the Sky Bridge across the main street. So you're actually closer in the Wyndham.
And I have stayed at the Hilton for one night in January, and they have not been refurbished like these rooms have. So
this room was really, really nice. I really have no complaints. I mean, you can tell everything was brand new. The bed was very comfortable. It was done good. The one of the coolest things was the blackout shades. It could be like 10 o'clock in the morning, and as far as I was concerned, it would be midnight. Like it blocked out all possible light.
Nice.
So, which was cool because I had a lot of late nights with the stuff I was doing. There's also a Disney store in the Wyndham, and then also there's a character breakfast a few days a week that you can attend. So this was when I was leaving. I was heading over to the Villains event, the Big Fat Panda and Terry, who has a great book. I'm gonna post it in the notes on the link to his book. This was the lanyard they gave us for this was the first Villains After Hours, and we were there we got press passes for it. If you notice the detail on this, it's Hades, but his hair, there's the castle, and there's also other villains that are made up in his hair.
And Kim, that's my complaint too, that I wasn't there either. So I feel your pain.
Me and Panda and Michelle Atwood from the Main Street Mouse. Me, Lou Mangello, Terry, Panda, and Lisa. This is some of the special desserts that are offered at the Villains After Hours.
Now, I was going to ask, did you get to try any of them? Because you were there for the media event, so you were there kind of a little bit special. Did you get to try any of that food?
No, they didn't. No, there was just a display just showing you what it was. I mean, we went to the event after and you wanted to purchase something. Here's the thing about the treats for the specific treats for the event. They're very cool, but you have to pay for them. Me and Sam, There's a few of these. Somebody else took the picture and she took a bunch. I don't think I was flipping. Nope, that's my first finger. Okay, just making sure I wasn't flipping them off. We were laughing.
It's like a photo booth. You guys just made like different.
He just took like a bunch of pictures. Yeah. So it was awesome. I was glad she took a picture to make sure. That was the park map, the event map. So that was a lot of fun.
And I noticed because you sent that to us so we can kind of post it on social media. It seemed to be a lot like the park map, like they do for Halloween party and Christmas party.
You know, but better because this is like a heavy cardstock almost. It's not the paper one. And you can see the way it's folded. It's folded like a heavy cardstock. It's not a paper one. So it's interesting. So there's some of the treats and some of the merchandise. The tumbler there is a stainless steel Tervis.
I know. I was very tempted to almost like Venmo you money and say, please buy me one, but I didn't. I was good. I saved my money.
Good for you. There were no no meet and greet opportunities with the villains. There were some magic shots. So some like specific magic shots with like Scar, and there was a bunch of magic shots that you could do, but no meet and greets. There's Mike, who anybody's in the Disney Nerds group knows. Mike is posting a bunch of pictures. He's great.
He does some awesome posts whenever he's in the park.
That's the shirt. No, Katie, I don't think there's any Descendants events. Although there were some people dressed kind of like Descendants, kind of cosplaying and not Disney bounding as Descendant characters for the event. Look at that tank top. That's pretty cool, huh?
And I like the sleeves. I like that they did that with the sleeves for us girls.
Yeah. It's kind of rock and roll, huh? Yeah. That's a cool villain shirt. And then check out, yeah, the Maleficent ears are cool. If you check out the Disney Nerds Podcast Facebook page, I did live stream the show. There was a show. So this is where I was going with this. For the event, you get all the Mickey bars, Mickey ice cream sandwiches, and the fruit bars you want for free, as well as any Cokes, Diet Coke, and Sprites, waters, and popcorn.
Was it bottled water or is it cup of water?
Bottled water.
Okay.
Bottled Coke, bottled Diet Coke. You just walk up to an ice cream cart, tell them you want I got an ice cream sandwich there. So it did not cost anything.
How many Mickey bars did you eat?
I only ate one ice cream sandwich. I know Sam ate at least 3.
Well, yeah, got to get your money's worth.
That's the castle lit up for the first stage show. We were walking past, and I just thought it was cool the way it looked.
Jimmy, you did not get Kim her Maleficent ears?
She did get the stainless steel Tervis, so she better hush.
I think she wants the ears more.
We live streamed the second event, but it was pretty cool. That was the one treat we did buy. As part of the media event, there was a scavenger hunt, and we did have to get one treat. But I let Sam have it. I think he probably gave it to one of his kids.
Because I was going to ask how it was, so I guess we had to ask one of Sam's kids.
Me and Sam actually got to ride Space Mountain with Tim Tracker. Tim Tracker was at the event, and they were in line with us. And Jen Tracker is pregnant right now, so she did not ride. So yeah, so Tim Tracker was our third. So we hung out with them, got to chat with them a good bit. Even before that, we were chatting them for a while. Super, super nice people. If you have not seen their YouTube channel, the Tim Tracker, I would highly, highly recommend it. They do fantastic videos.
That's one thing I do like about our Disney community as far as media is, yes, we are all kind of doing the same thing, but none of us is trying to like elbow the other one out of the way. It's very much a community. We're all kind of like a nice, happy group of people together.
The vast majority of the Disney community, and the people that create content are very, very cool and very, very easy to talk to and always willing to help. So it was a lot of fun. Sometimes these are videos and it takes them a minute to load. Oh, this was on the way out. I'll play this.
I'm really good at twirling. You're welcome. Something. I think they loved me. I was thinking of more of a vocal variety. I think she's gonna sing for you. I'm a really good singer, but no one wants to hear me sing. I mean, I don't think everybody wants to hear me sing. I think that you should sing, but you also have to do the dance moves while you sing. At the same time! Okay, I'm gonna stretch. Okay. Does anyone else know this song? Sings the Nightingale. Does anyone know it? Okay, so you're gonna start us, okay? Are you ready? Ready. Sing, sweet nightingale. Sing, sweet nightingale. You're welcome. You've been practicing. This one new concert that we're working on.
So that was pretty cool. Just this kind of little exit thing, and they rotated out characters because me and Sam left at different times, and he got to see some different characters than I did, some different villains.
Which they do that. I did the 24-hour day, like the last time they ever did the 24-hour day.
Yeah.
And they had all the people, all the Fab Five out in their pajamas because, you know, been doing it for 24 hours, now it's time to go to sleep. So I like that they're kind of doing that on the train station, end the show.
Yeah, as you're walking out, just kind of a little
extra something.
Yeah, a little kiss goodnight, you know. So
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. This is the first I saw of the new security tables, the new bag check at Hollywood Studios.
Were they operational? Did you go through them?
Yeah, they were all opened up, operational. So the old ones are gone.
Did it seem any better?
It's gonna get better eventually. They also were using the new bus stops. The temporary bus stops are gone.
So cool. Hollywood's coming back together.
They're getting it together quickly. I guess they're trying to get there for before Star Wars, you know.
I guess that big thing that's happening in August that everybody's talking about.
Yeah. George, no, there's no villain meet and greets during. I don't even know what that is. There's no villain meet and greets during the villains after hours party. It's just an after hours event themed to the villains. I will tell you that it is very, very, very limited. There were literally no lines. I think the longest line was for Mine Train, and it was 15 minutes.
And nothing is themed differently like they do for Halloween or Christmas for the rides, correct?
Yes, Space Mountain was themed differently, and Pirates was themed differently, similar to what we saw
in Halloween.
For Halloween, except for Space Mountain was pitch black, but they played villains music.
Oh, that would be cool.
And they had characters on Pirates, but they had one character. It was a female character in the queue, and then on the ride it was Barbossa.
Oh, that's cool.
He was interacting kind of on that same bridge that we saw.
Well, they saw the one character, yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Who was it before? Like Peg Leg Pete or something like that.
I guess it was Peg Leg Pete. I mean,
they said One Eye. I don't remember. It was something like that. But it was Barbossa, and he was interacting with the people in the boats.
Yeah.
So then the Friday, that the after hours party was Thursday night. Friday, me and Rachel got to go, and Sam and his family got to go do a screening of Toy Story 4. So there's me and Rachel. It's a small theater, backstage at Hollywood Studios. It was cool. They handed out popcorn and waters.
And don't worry, guys. He will not tell any spoilers.
No, we're not going to do any spoilers. I will tell you, there's two new characters. Well, at least two new characters, more than two new characters. But two new main characters in Toy Story 4, and most of you know from the previews. There's Forky, and there's Duke Kaboom, who is voiced by Keanu Reeves. And Duke Kaboom is my favorite new character. I think this may be my favorite Toy Story movie so far. Here's some of the merchandise they had set outside the screening. So they had some of the reps from the toy manufacturers there with with their new toys and merchandise. So it was cool. We have a video. You can see Bo Peep's staff there. We have a video somewhere of Sam twirling that.
I actually posted it on our Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, I think, yesterday.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So it's really good. Toy Story Drop. That's a new game that you can download on your phone. If you like Candy Crush, you'll probably love Toy Story Drop. They had some pop sockets there. I got a couple pop sockets we'll probably use as giveaways for our scavenger hunt. Put in some of the prize packs.
November's coming up.
Be here before you know it.
Yep.
There was, I don't know if I got a picture, but there was some people there from Thinkway Toys, and they had some, and if any of you guys know Spokesman, that's Chris Spokesman there with the buzz thing on his head. He's got a great YouTube channel. Go check out his parody of Old Town Road and Magic Kingdom.
That's an awesome parody, guys. Definitely check it out.
It's fantastic. It's hilarious. But Thinkway Toys, they had like a stand-up Buzz Lightyear and a stand-up and a Woody. And if you turn them on, they'll talk to each other. Like they'll interact with each other. And if you say someone's coming, they go into toy mode and just take a straight fall to the ground.
Well, it used to be a long time ago, if you went up to Woody or Buzz in the parks, and said Andy's coming, they would drop, but they don't do that anymore for safety reasons. So it's kind of cool. They got the actual toys doing it now.
Yeah, and it's cool. It was cool that the characters did that, but probably as that got out, so many people wanted to do it, they couldn't do it anymore. They couldn't just keep doing it. So I got a Funko Pop of Duke Kaboom, and I'm very excited. The box got a little damaged in my darn suitcase on the way home.
You're gonna have to get one of those box protectors, man.
I'm gonna have to order a new Duke Kaboom. Take this one out the box and keep the other one in the box. No,
you can keep them both in the box. I actually, after seeing all the coverage and everything like that, my boyfriend actually went out and bought Duke Kaboom, so we now have a Duke Kaboom in our house.
That's awesome. Duke Kaboom's fantastic.
Yes.
This is
Baseline.
Me, Rachel, and Sam, and Lisa and Angela had just met us. They got there that day, so they met us after the screening over at Baseline Tap House.
Cocktails, beer, pretzels.
And then after that, there was a 7:30 reception at Pizza Rizzo, which was interesting because it was not Pizza Rizzo food. It was all served like buffet style. They had an open bar. So we got to hang out with Chris Spokesman, Panda, me, Sam, and Lisa, and Sam's family was there, and Angela was there. Lots of fun. Once we did that, they escorted us over to a VIP viewing area of the animation projection show and the Star Wars fireworks,
which we did live for you guys on Facebook.
Those are live. You can still view those on. I don't know why this thing won't open files. I wonder if they're screenshots, maybe. Still JPGs. I don't know. Oh, you're just being fussy now. All right. So I guess that's the end of the slideshow. So then after the fireworks and all, we got a chance to go into Toy Story Land, just the group we were with. Yeah. Katie, they do have the Tower of Terror in Florida, yes. But did not ride it this trip. We went to ride it, but there was a long line for it.
Oh darn.
I think half of it, like we had fast passes, but even like the fast pass line was really long because I think they're running at 50% capacity. I think one side is down. I think they're operating on half. So we had the 7:30 event, so we walked back because we didn't have time to do it. So then the next day, I got to go to a press event with me and Sam. Got to go to a press event with Christina Hendricks, Keanu Reeves, Tim Allen,
Tom Hanks.
I'm breaking it up into two different panels. So that was the first panel, the second panel, and then there was writers and producers from Pixar as well. And then the second panel was Annie Potts, Tom Hanks, and
Tony Hale.
Yeah. I didn't know him before. I know he's like on Veep or something, and
he was on Arrested Development.
Yeah,
so.
I've never seen any of those shows, so I didn't know him. So
I thought it was interesting they split up the panels.
Well, I think it was just too many people. If you've never ridden it, Katie, I would highly recommend it. So, and that pretty much rounded out the weekend. And then, after that, I got some time just to hang out and spent Saturday evening hanging out in Epcot with the crew we normally hang out with, Frank and Heidi and Rachel. And then Saturday and Sunday, I went to Animal Kingdom for a little while and then hopped over to Magic Kingdom, met up with Lisa and Angela. And that was about it. We went to Splitsville. Friday night, we did go to Saturday night, we did go to Jelly Rolls, me and Chris Hiller and Stephanie Hiller.
How was Jelly Rolls? I haven't been there in a long time.
It was fun. So
you had all this stuff, big, high energy, front of the thing, and then you got to relax.
Got to chill a little bit. And I didn't relax. I mean, even Sunday night after I left Magic Kingdom, I went back to the room. I took a shower, went and meet Lisa and Angela at Splitsville. And then Courtney came meet us for a little while at Splitsville. I still ended up not getting back to my room till probably 1 o'clock. And I had to be up for 3:15 to catch my flight.
So why bother go to sleep?
Well, I did. I slept for a little bit and actually overslept a little bit, but I made my flight. And then my daughter came pick me up. Caitlin came pick me up at the airport, and I got home and I got a little bit to eat. Went to sleep here and didn't wake up till 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. But it was awesome. I wouldn't trade it. My only thing is I wish Kim would have been there. Well, I wish Kim would have been there in one way, but another way, like at the beginning of the trip, like I was doing all this stuff that I could attend and she would not have been able to.
Yeah.
So like if Kim would have been there, that'd been fine. If Lisa and or you or somebody else would have been there for her to hang out with.
Yeah.
While I was off doing this other stuff. So I wish she would have been there, but it's almost like for selfish reasons because I don't know how much she would have enjoyed it while I was running around doing all this other stuff, unless somebody else was there that she could go run around with while I was doing that. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's one thing that's kind of interesting. Whenever one of us goes to cover a media event, it's like, you wish your significant other or even somebody else from the podcast could go with you to just enjoy it. But there's so much stuff going on that you kind of almost have to go into business mode. You
do. And it's hard to call it work because it's a lot of fun and it's Disney, but
yeah,
they put you on a schedule and you have to maintain that schedule. It's a lot of hurry up and wait because Disney's like, oh, you need to be here at this time, but now you got to wait.
Yeah.
So you're there, now you got to wait. So,
exactly.
Hey, Doug, thanks for popping in. We're about to wrap up. We've been going for about an hour, maybe even a little over an hour. So thank you guys for joining us. Thanks, Lisa, for coming live from the parks with Happily Ever After. I hope you enjoyed some of the pictures. Make sure, if you can, come try and join us for the Disney Nerds podcast meetups in November.
Yes, please.
They're going to be November 8th and 9th. We do have group room rates available. I can tell you and this is not on Facebook yet. It's not on the page yet, but November 8th will be a half sample-thon in Epcot. We're going to start in Canada. So basically what we do is everybody meets up in Canada and we work our way halfway around World Showcase, and stopping along the way at all the different booths, the food and drink booths and stuff like that, and just trying different food and drinks. And I will give you a disclaimer, as I do every year, there will be adult beverages being consumed. But we're all adults, so don't feel like we have kids that, people that come with their kids every year. So it's nothing crazy, but if you don't want your kids to be in an environment where people are drinking, then it's probably not the right event for you. Even though I think every year, everybody's acted like an adult, and we haven't had any instances of anything bad.
No, we've had kids every at least the last 2 years that I've gone, and so it's not something we're like, no, your kids shouldn't come.
Yeah, I don't want to. I think your kids definitely can come. I just want to preface it by saying we will be drinking. And Autumn said, is sample-a-thon a nice term for drink around the world? It's not really, because some people come and don't drink. Some people come and try the food halfway around the world. It came about because the first year we did it was one of the marathons or half marathons. So we don't run, but we'll sample. So it's a sample-a-thon.
And plus also, you got food and wine going on. So that's why we say sample-a-thon, because you don't have to just drink. There's going to be so many food at all the food booths because it's food and wine. Just sample the food. And
it's usually a large group of people. It's a lot of room there to move around. People normally break up into smaller groups. Usually we have a little flag so everybody knows where to find us, but we slowly move around. Yep, just kind of truck our way over, and we end. So we'll probably start about 5:00 in Canada, with the goal of being in America for 8:00, which will be the last showing of, I think it's 8. Didn't they change the schedule this year?
Not that I saw.
I think they changed the weekend schedule for.
See, now I got to Google it.
Google it real quick before we sign off, so I can make sure I give everybody accurate information, because I think they changed the concert times on the weekends, because on the weekends the Epcot stays open until 10 now. During food and wine, Epcot stays open until 10. Go to Disney Food Blog. I think that's probably the best place to find it.
That's where I'm at.
Give us just a minute and we'll find out the right information before we start.
Fridays and Saturdays, 6:30, 7:45, and 9:00.
So we'll start at 5:00 with the goal of being at America for 9:00 for the final concert, which, if I'm not mistaken, will be the Hooters, is the band playing on the 8th.
Which is the same band that was there last year.
Yes.
So we are seeing.
We don't go sit in Autumn. I don't know if the hours are out yet, but I imagine for that time it'll be at park closing at 10:00 if the concert's at 9. So most of us will hang out till 10 and watch that. And then on Saturday is the scavenger hunt, which will be in Magic Kingdom, probably at 10:00.
That's AM, not PM.
Yeah, 10:00 a.m. We usually go 10 to 2 or something like that. And we'll meet on Center Street, which, if you're going down Main Street, is the first right you can take. It's the only right you can take, on Main Street. But it's right by the Pandora store. Just take a right and down that little dead end street, and we'll be down there. That's where we'll meet up. And once we're there, we'll tell everybody where we end.
And if you guys have never done a scavenger hunt, if you are true Disney fans, which you should be if you're watching us, this scavenger hunt, you learn so much, so many details. Ed, one of our co-hosts, does an absolute amazing job with these scavenger hunts. So that reason alone is a reason to come to the meetup. Absolutely. No doubt about it. So thanks, Morgan, for coming on. Thank you, Lisa, for live streaming the show, live streaming the fireworks from Magic Kingdom. We appreciate you guys all showing up every Tuesday night. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we hope to see you next Tuesday, and have a good night. Kwaherini. Hakuna Matata. Have a magical night. Bon nuit, les gens. Good night, people.